The Sharks visit Madison Square Garden for a date with the Rangers, and in the first period, scary moment as Artemi Panarin is slammed into the boards and he stays down. Writhing in pain, and later he heads to the locker room. We hope he's okay. Quiet game until the third period where Keandre Miller gets called for an interference, giving the Sharks a power play. Power play nearly gets killed, but a backhander through traffic by Kevin LeBlanc finds the back of the net for the second point of the season. Rangers go empty net late, and former Shark Nieto gets a shot saved by Kakkonen, and then later it's a final shot by Adam Fox off the left pad to secure the 1-0 Sharks win. LeBlanc's power play goal stands as the game winner, and Kakkonen pitches a 19-save shutout. Next stop on the East Coast trip, New Jersey, and the Devils have not lost in regulation yet, and in the first period, they got going early with a shot from Smith going off the stick of Nico Hischier for the first of the year and a 1-0 lead. Then in the second period, the unraveling began as Timo Meier sends a brilliant pass to Dominic Cahoon for the goal, his second of the year, to lead the team in points. Then later in the period, Cahoon to Eklund. Missed off the pad, but back to Cahoon over to LeBlanc for the goal. His third of the season to take a lead deep into the third period where Jack Hughes is intercepted and it goes the other way to guess who? Dominic Cahoon. Long shot on the empty net for a goal. His second of the game gives the Sharks the 3-1 win in Jersey. Hostile territory in Philadelphia to take on the Flyers, and in first period action, William Eklund corrals a rebound and shoots it into the back of the net for the game's first goal, his second of the season. Sharks led 1-0 into the second period where Provorov glides in untouched, but he's stopped cold, only for Owen Tippett to shove the puck in the net for his second goal of the season. Game tied at 1 going into the third period, and it's Tomas Hertl with a shot over the right pad for his first goal of the year. And later in the period, Atkinson from the corner right in front for a goal, first of the year from Nicolas Delorier to tie the game. It would stay tied into a shootout where top talents like Timo Meier and Sean Couturier could not get pucks into the net, but it is a long-winded, weak shove over the pad by Alexander Barabanov that gets by for the goal, and Cam Atkinson cannot match as the Sharks win it 3-2 in a shootout with points from Eklund, LeBlanc, Barabanov, and Hertl. Rivalry with the Golden Knights continues at SAP Center, and it starts as usual. Vegas on top with a cross-ice pass from Smith to Jonathan Marchessault for the first goal of the year. Knights led 1-0 after 1. Second period, William Carrier takes a penalty for slashing, and not long after that, Barabanov goes back to Hertl for the slapper and the goal. His second of the year ties the game. Vegas' penalty woes continued. 5-on-3 for the Sharks. In comes Timo Meier, and a nice feed to Barabanov for the goal. Second of the year for Alexander Barabanov is your game winner as the Sharks come from behind 2-1. Sharks get their 6th win in their 25th meeting against Vegas all time to go to 6-1-2 on the year. After the game, Evgeny Shvechnikov was cleared to return to the lineup, and the homestand continues with the Toronto Maple Leafs in town. And in the first period, it's William Eklund feeding the one-timer by Timo Meier for his second goal of the season. The very next Sharks rush Markus Nutivaara off his own rebound for his first of the year, and a 2-0 Sharks lead. Later on in the third period, frustration boiling on another San Jose scoring chance, and Timothy Liljegren is called for an interference, giving the Sharks a man advantage. Leafs have the empty net, and it's too easy for Kunin's first goal of the year. And the Sharks get the easy 3-0 win at home and are on a roll since that East Coast trip. The Lightning are in San Jose for a little tussle with our Sharks, and in the first period, the Hot Sharks, brilliant cross-ice pass to Tomas Hertl for the goal. But later on, it's Kucherov gliding in and throwing one off the left pad for Steven Stamkos to clean up for his 4th goal of the season. In the second period, it's a face-off in the Sharks zone. Back to Mikhail Sergachev for the goal, and his first of the year. Third period, it's desperate time for the Sharks, so empty net for them, but somehow the puck finds the stick of Sergachev for the empty netter, and the Lightning secure a 4-1 road win over our Sharks. Sharks went on a nice little win streak, but it ends against a cup-caliber team. The rival Ducks are in town, and in the first period, there's a scuffle that leads to Terry finding Jacob Silfverberg, who powers his way to his 7th goal of the year. Later in the period, it's the leader of cross-ice passes, it seems, as Lindblom gets it across to Mario Ferraro for his first goal of the year. And then in the second period, a really poor pass is intercepted by Max Jones and taken on a breakaway, and he scores. Then later in the third period, it is Isaac Lundestrom getting his own rebound off the pad for his 4th goal of the season, and the Ducks will take it over the Sharks 3-1. After 12 games, the Sharks find themselves tied atop the Pacific Division with the Oilers, though they've played 2 less games. Their 16 points is good enough to be tied atop the Western Conference with both the Oilers and the Avalanche. The young William Eklund is the team's point leader with 6. The Sharks will remain in a homestand to start the next episode, with the Panthers and the Ducks coming in to start. How do you think the Sharks will do in the games ahead? Do you believe they're contenders or pretenders this season? Let me know in the comments section, and thank you for your wonderful support on this channel as always. Thank you as well to all of the channel members making the dream alive, with the franchise quarterbacks T-Cling24, Christian Horn, Justin Credible, Colby Gaynor, and the recently upgraded Rigoberto Ramirez, as well as our only general manager, Mr. Matthew Hackett. Love you, FG fan. Take care.